Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you guys have all had an absolutely wonderful day so far. I want to welcome you guys to my channel. My name is James Goss, and this is my channel, Escaping the Neon. Basically, what I've done in this channel so far is I took my side hustles, so I took the businesses that I had on the side of my main job, I grew those businesses. I was able to leave my 9-to-5 job, which was a manual labor, relatively low-paying job, and I took those businesses, I grew out of that, and then now I've just been on a journey here growing different businesses, growing different income streams, trying to learn and trying to teach at the same time. So I want to welcome you, and I want to thank you so much for your time listening and helping me and helping yourself to grow, and hopefully giving you the motivation to grow along with me. So thank you again for your time. Today what I'm going to be talking about is actually something I've been thinking about a lot recently, and it's the difference between hoping and expecting. So it may sound pretty simple, everybody knows what the difference between hoping and expecting is, but there's some nuances there, and there's a mindset shift that I think is really, really important to recognize, and really, really important to focus on that expectation mindset versus a hopeful mindset. So hope isn't something that's inherently bad by any means. Hope is a great thing to have, and there's some things that you're going to definitely need hope for. You're going to need hope for, your team to win the Super Bowl, unless you're planning on putting some pads on and hitting the gym. You're not going to be able to probably have a direct impact, at least without putting in an enormous amount of effort to get to that level, and either play professionally or coach professionally. You're going to have to put a lot of effort in. So that's something that, yes, you probably are going to be hopeful that your team wins the Super Bowl, or hopeful that something good happens to your sports team. Now, when it comes to something within your own life, you need to change that mindset. And instead of thinking, what is your own Super Bowl to you? What is the accomplishment that is Super Bowl worthy in your life, in your career path? So you really need to think about shifting your mindset into this mindset of expectation versus this mindset of hopefulness. So when you've tuned your mind to be able to expect things versus hope for them, what you're able to do is you're able to say to yourself subconsciously that this is an obtainable goal. I expect that if I put in enough effort, and I put in enough time, and I work hard enough, and I don't lose focus of my goal, there's no reason that this shouldn't work, because I am absolutely capable of performing this task. Honestly, if you can even contemplate a task, if you can come up with a task and think, here's my solution to that, here's how I could get that done, here's how I could be successful, or whatever it is, if you can fathom the idea, then you have the ability to put it into the physical reality that's around you. Now, I know that's a huge, very broad idea, but let's bring it back down to this very simple subject of your mindset between hoping for something versus expecting that thing to happen. So again, sports teams, it's great to have hope. Humanity in general, right? It's great to have hope for those things. Those are some things. Now, I shouldn't even say that humanity as a whole you should have hope for, because I do believe that you can put in enough effort that you can really change things on a huge, large scale. But that has to be something that you're aiming at, right? That really has to be a goal that you set. Hey, I want to make a huge, large difference on humanity. I want to change some things for the better, or unfortunately the worse, but those are things that you would have to go about them with confidence. And honestly, if you're going to make those kind of global changes, then you have to go about your life with this mentality of expectation. Not only that you're worthy and you're confident enough to do it, but that these are the natural order of things. When a bird is sitting inside of an egg, it's not hoping, oh geez, I hope I become a bird and I can fly. It's expecting, when I bust out of this egg, I know everything I need to know to be a bird, basically, and I'm going to go fly because I'm a bird. So what is it that makes you a bird? Everybody obviously has a different natural potential and what they're supposed to do. How are you going to go become a bird? Like what is it that you're going to go become? The universe wants you to get that most fullest expression of what you are at your deepest core level. If you're denying yourself that by that lack of confidence that you should go after this or you should chase whatever it is, then you're denying your universal, kind of life force, its ability to express itself on this plane, right? Now, again, I know that's getting really deep into the weeds, and we're talking about a very simple subject here, but I just want to stress again, if you can change this mindset of, man, I really hope this works out, because that gives you the thought in the back of your head that you don't have control over whether or not it works out. You change that mindset to, I expect for this to work out. If you want to be the CEO of your own company, you should already know that at some point in your life, you're going to be the CEO of your own company. Do you want to run a marathon? Do you want to do an Ironman? Those are things that you should already know that you will have accomplished by the day that you die. If you don't already know, if you say, I really hope that one day I'm going to be able to do that full marathon, then I'd say there's a pretty good chance that you're not going to be able to do that full marathon, because you're only just hoping that it's a possibility. You're taking yourself and your own willpower out of the equation. That's a huge problem. You don't want to take yourself and your own willpower out of the equation. You want to make sure that you are reminding yourself subconsciously that it's under your control. You are the one really that gets to choose whether you're successful or not. You're the one that gets to choose whether you're going to go over those speed bumps and go over those hurdles, or whether you're going to lay down and let those speed bumps and hurdles go over you. So it's something that you really, really, keep this in the back of your mind on a daily basis. It's not the flip of a switch, especially if you have somewhat of a negative mentality. It's not a flip switch that you can just change. But it is something that you can work on and try and get better on a daily basis. So I just really think at the end of the day, it's really important to keep in mind that you are worthy of the things that you're trying to accomplish and achieve. No matter what those goals are, you're absolutely worthy and capable of achieving them. I think the truth is, if you can think a thought, then you have the ability somewhere within you to turn that thought into the physical reality. That's how anything around you, look at a wall, look at a lamp or a plant or anything, look at anything, and that thing is in front of you because somebody had a thought, and then they turned that thought into physical reality. Now, is a wall, something miraculous to us? Maybe not right now. No, it's not miraculous, but was it miraculous when it was invented? Probably. A drywall, I'm not going to go on that tangent, but the point is, anything that you look around and you see at one point was a thought inside of some human's mind, and the only reason that it is now in existence is because that person thought, I can go ahead and do that. Because I thought about it, I figured it out in my own head, I've worked it out in my head, and now I'm going to be able to put it into physical reality. And that is the case with everything. I'm telling you, if you can think of something, if you can dream something, and you can imagine it and see yourself in your head doing it, then it's already done. And that's the God's honest truth. It's already done if you can think about it and fathom it. The only thing you have to do left is put it into physical reality. Because the plans will unfold in front of you if you go ahead and have the confidence that you are going to be able to do this. But if you show that you're not confident and that you have any question or fear as to whether this is going to work, like, yeah, there's going to be roadblocks, there's going to be hurdles. Do you have the confidence and just the core gut feeling that it doesn't really matter? You can have to jump over 100 hurdles, but you're going to win at the end of the day. You're going to succeed, and this is going to happen. That's the mentality that you absolutely have to cultivate to be successful. You can't have this mentality of, woe is me, I hope for the best, but I don't know because I don't really have any control over it. And again, I said cultivate specifically because this is an attitude that a lot of people have to actually think hard about cultivating. So do that on a daily basis. Have confidence in yourself. Know that you wouldn't have been given the thought if you didn't have the ability to change this into actual physical reality. So if you have the thought, start. You can't expect yourself to turn this around in one day. You have a big dream, you have a big goal. You can't expect yourself to create that goal within, 1 week. But if you were able to do that, it would probably be extremely dangerous. The universe wants you to slowly grow and build up to your fullest potential. So you have to build yourself, you have to build the things around you, you have to do a lot of things in order to be able to achieve that large goal. But the bottom line is you have to first accept that it is at least within the realm of possibilities, because if you don't, then it simply isn't within the realm of possibilities. But you can't leave it up to chance. You have to leave it up to knowledge, and you have to leave that knowledge up to the faith in yourself and the faith in the universe that surrounds you. You have to have absolute and utter faith that this is the plan, this is what you're supposed to be doing. And with that, I genuinely appreciate your time. I hope this has given you a little something to think about. I hope it's given you a little bit of confidence, a little bit of motivation, and I hope that when you're going about your daily life, you expect for these positive things to happen to you. You expect that the good things that you're looking for are coming to you, and you hope that your team wins the Super Bowl. So again, thank you so much. My name is James Goss. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening.